The room was silent, but not the kind of silence that comes from respect. This was the silence of anticipation, of restraint, of history about to detonate. Every seat was filled, cameras angled, eyes locked. This wasn't just another hearing. This was a reckoning decades overdue. At the center of it all sat Hillary Rodham Clinton, former First Lady, former Secretary of State, two-time presidential candidate, a woman who had seen it all, survived it all. But today, she wasn't writing the story. She was trapped inside it. And across from her, armed with documents, facts, and a voice sharpened by justice, sat Pam Bondi. This wasn't performance. This wasn't theater. This was the beginning of the end. "Madam Secretary," Bondi began, her tone slicing through the tension, "I'm not here to relitigate your political legacy. I'm here to expose what that legacy tried to bury." The screen behind her flickered to life. Rows of documents, highlighted emails, subject lines long erased from public view. "You operated a private, unsecured email server while serving as the highest-ranking diplomat of the United States. And when that server became public knowledge, you deleted over 33,000 emails. Your team destroyed devices with hammers. You bleach-bit the digital trail. You didn't cooperate. You concealed." A pause. The weight of those words hung like a guillotine. This wasn't carelessness. This was calculation. Bondi's eyes never left Clinton's. The deletion of 33,000 emails wasn't a mistake. It was a strategy. Hillary Clinton didn't lose control. She exercised it, ruthlessly. The room seemed to tighten. The American people didn't get the truth. They got the cover-up. A beat, then the hammer drop. This was the most powerful woman in Washington, smashing iPhones with hammers, using software designed to permanently erase evidence. And the left? They didn't just ignore it. They praised her resilience. Because to them, destruction isn't obstruction, it's survival. Clinton adjusted her posture, her voice cool. "There was no classified material on those emails. That's been established." Bondi didn't blink. "No, Madam Secretary. What's been established is that you were never prosecuted." The screen changed. FBI records. Damning confirmations. The FBI confirmed at least 110 emails contained classified information. 8 were top secret, and you deleted them without oversight, without consequence. She let it settle. "If anyone else had done what you did, they'd be in prison. But you're not anyone. You're a Clinton." A murmur rippled through the room. That's the story of Hillary Clinton's entire career. Power without prosecution, a legacy written in exemptions. She didn't serve the system. She mastered how to bend it. Bondi tapped her tablet. "Let's read one of those deleted emails." The email said, "An arms deal discussed on an unsecured private server during the Arab Spring, while the Clinton Foundation was receiving donations from the same governments involved." Bondi's voice was lethal. "Explain that." Clinton's jaw stiffened. "That email was taken out of context." "The context, Madam Secretary, is that your office mixed diplomacy with dollars. And when the dots started connecting, you erased the map, a beat, then the kill shot. This is the Clinton playbook. Silence the trail, then claim there's no crime. When the evidence points toward corruption, shift the narrative. When the emails suggest influence peddling, call them out of context. And when the media starts to dig, feed them a new distraction." She leaned in. "The truth is simple. Hillary Clinton used her position to enrich herself, shield herself, and rewrite the rules. And she nearly got away with it. Benghazi, the Clinton Foundation, the Steele dossier." One by one, Bondi dismantled the myths, the lies, the decades of unaccountability. 4 Americans died in Benghazi on your watch. You blamed a YouTube video. But that same night, you emailed your daughter. 2 of our people were killed today in Benghazi by an Al-Qaeda-like group." The room froze. "Why did you tell the truth privately and lie publicly?" Silence. "Because an election was coming. Because political damage control took precedence over dead Americans." The screen showed 4 faces. 4 lives cut short. Ambassador Stevens begged for security. You denied it. They died in smoke and fire, and you lied to their families. Then the Clinton Foundation. It wasn't a charity. It was a cash flow system for influence. While veterans slept in shelters, the Clintons raked in millions from foreign governments, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Russia, and suddenly arms deals were approved. Uranium exports greenlit. Coincidence or currency? The receipts were undeniable. The Clinton Foundation spent less than 10% on charity. The rest, salaries, travel, luxury. This wasn't philanthropy. It was a political slush fund in heels. Finally, the Steele dossier. Your campaign paid for a fabricated conspiracy to spy on a political opponent. You weaponized the FBI. You ignited a national nightmare. And when it collapsed, you called Trump illegitimate. Bondi's voice dropped to a whisper. You didn't defend democracy. You vandalized it. The verdict. Hillary Clinton wasn't held accountable because she was never meant to be. The Democratic Party protected her. The media shielded her. But today, the bill has come due. Bondi's final words were a thunderclap. You are no longer a public figure. You are the subject of a federal criminal referral. For the first time in her career, Hillary Clinton had no comeback, no spin, no escape. The queen of the untouchable elite had finally been touched. Epilogue, the warning. This wasn't just about Hillary. It was about the system that enabled her, the media that celebrated her, the party that crowned her, knowing exactly who she was. They called her the most qualified woman in history, but history doesn't judge resumes. It judges results. And her results? Deception, destruction, betrayal. The screen faded to black. The Democratic Party built her, but America will remember her as something far darker, a warning.